While we were reflecting on our own experience on college readiness, we realized we were unaware of the importance of the A through G requirements, besides the fact that we needed to complete them in order to apply to a UC or a CSU. In addition, after analyzing the SARC report, we identified the low percentage of students completing the A through G requirements, which prompted us to investigate furthermore into the cause and importance of the A through G requirements. Our compelling question is, if 98.6% of students at Loera are enrolled in courses that are required for UCs and CSUs, why did only 39.6% of graduates complete all the courses?
Looking at last year's SARC report, there are only 98.65% of students enrolled in courses required for UCs and CSU admission, while there were only 34.6% of graduates who completed all the requirements. This is the information we based our compelling question off of, but the newest SARC report shows that 99.45% of students are enrolled in courses required for UCs and CSU admission, while 32.48% of graduates completed all of the requirements. We found that the root cause of this issue is no motivation for college.
In addition, we conducted a survey of freshmen to see if they believed they had the motivation to go to college. 59 freshmen said yes, 9 freshmen said no, and 7 freshmen said maybe. Although there was a high number of freshmen who reported that they had the motivation to go to college, the SARC report contradicted their views, with 32.48% of graduates who completed all the requirements. We attributed this difference to the continually decreasing lack of motivation to go to college, starting after freshman year to senior year.
Our supporting questions are: what are the requirements for UCs and Cal States? The requirements for UCs and Cal States are 2 years of social science, 4 years of English, 3 years of math, 2 years of science, 2 years of a foreign language, 1 year of art, and 1 year of college preparatory class.
How many courses that fulfill the requirements are provided at school? On a flyer provided to us by the counseling department, we found that there are 6 courses in language arts, 9 courses in mathematics, 8 courses in science, 3 courses in social science, 15 courses in foreign language, 23 courses in fine arts, and 19 courses in career electives.
How many UC and CSU requirements are the same as the graduation requirements? In similarity to the graduation requirements, the A through G requirements include 4 years of English, 3 years of math, 2 years of science, 3 years of social science, 1 year of a college prep class, and 1 year of art. Both requirements include a year of foreign language, but the A through G requirements include an extra year of a foreign language in comparison to our graduation requirements.
Who created the UC's Cal State requirements, and why do they matter? After searching on the UC website, we found that the intent of the A through G subject requirements is to ensure that students have attained a body of general knowledge that will provide breadth and perspective to new, more advanced study. To further our knowledge of the importance of the A through G requirements, we emailed the undergrads admissions office to see what information they could provide us. Their response was that the A through G requirements were never a measurement of intelligence and never regarded in that fashion. They were made to ensure that students coming into a UCs or Cal States are ready for college-level coursework. This issue affects our community because not completing these A through G requirements will prevent students from being properly prepared for college-level work and successfully going into the workforce. Lastly, we asked Ms. Calloway on her opinion of the importance of these requirements along with other students on our campus.
In an article from the Sacramento Bee, the author states that nearly 40% of incoming freshmen at a CSU were placed in developmental math or English courses, showing that students coming into college are not ready for college-level work. Although these students would have completed the A through G requirements since they attend a CSU, these requirements are important because they help with preventing students being unprepared for college-level work, and the requirements are just a step toward the right direction of preparing high school students transitioning into college.
Next, we interviewed Ms. Calloway to see what her stance on the issue was.
What is currently being done to address the low percentage of students who have completed the A through G requirements?
We added a Spanish teacher to ensure that students would be able to get world language requirements, because that was a concern that we did not have enough sections offered for students all to be able to actually take what they needed if they wanted to do so. The second thing that we did was really looking strongly at trying to make students remediate the D's, right? If they're falling behind, so that they're A through G eligible. So another thing that we did last year was we actually created a section, like we added an additional Apex teacher to ensure that students, the targeted students that had, I think it was 4 or less classes that they had a D in that they needed to remediate to make them A through G.
We spoke to Ms. Durkin, and she thinks the cause of this is the lack of students' motivation. Why do you think students are failing to complete the A through G requirements, considering we have plenty of resources to help them?
I think the motivation factor is a key. I think we've tried to address some of those things in the push days that we're doing to kind of bring awareness at least and get students to understand kind of the significance of it. Having students start earlier, so not waiting till their junior year to start remediating some of those Ds, but having them start earlier and having that kind of become a norm for the school, that students understand, oh, if I get a D, I'm still going to have to retake it, so I might as well try and get a C. So that's kind of the shift that we're trying to make right now.
What do other schools do to get a higher percentage rate? While brainstorming what to do for our action plan, we compared our statistics to other schools in our district who had higher percentages of graduates completing the A through G requirements. In the graph based on the SARC report information, Kennedy and Cypress have a significantly larger percentage than Loera. However, Loera's percentage has increased from the 2015-16 school year. After compiling these statistics, we contacted Kennedy's principal to see if we could bring any programs they had to help their students back onto our campus. However, Kennedy had the same summer school and credit recovery courses we have.
Currently, Loera has a number of college preparatory programs offered to all students in order to promote college readiness. These programs are found within our college center, some of which are ETS, EAOP, Upper Bound, and Gear Up. All these programs prepare students by providing tutoring, workshops, field trips, mentoring, and college application guidance. In addition to these programs, every freshman is encouraged to complete a 4-year plan in which they outline the classes they will complete throughout high school in order to graduate. Beginning this year, the counselors have started implementing push days for each grade level in order to inform and keep students on track for graduation and college. We interview students regarding their knowledge on E3G requirements and the resources offered to see the effect these programs have on the students. Do you feel you've been properly informed and educated about the A through G requirements?
My teacher, Ms. Cecilia, educated me on the A through G requirements that I have to take throughout high school to get into a college.
I believe I have been properly informed. I have been told about it since I was in 7th grade.
I don't know the specifics regarding the A through G requirements.
Are you aware of different resources available at school to help you with completing the requirements?
GARP has helped me become more informed about all the different programs that I could take throughout high school.
I'm not completely aware of all of the resources here at Loera.
Yes, I do know of a lot of programs that will help me complete my A through G requirements, such as ETS and EAOP.
Yes, because of the Useful College and Career Center.
Why do you think these requirements are important?
I think knowing these requirements are very important because it'll help me reach my goal into wanting to get to a good college and get a good career to establish my life.
The requirements are important because they help us be college ready.
I don't think they're that important as everyone makes it seem, because I believe in order to get into a college, you have to have more than intelligence. You have to have amazing character and be an overall good person while still maintaining, an average GPA.
Do you think the students at our school have the motivation to go to college? Why or why not?
I think some of the students here do have a lot of goals that they want to reach in their future and do have the motivation to go to college that is given to them by their teachers, parents, and other friends. But I also do believe that there are some here that just don't really care about going to college.
Completely honest, I do not believe most of the students here have the motivation. I feel as though a lot of the students here won't even graduate.
In order to inform the students on the A through G requirements and the importance of completing them, we worked together with the College Center, Gear Up, and the counselors to create a workshop presentations that we should present during Freshman Push Day. This presentation included information on the A through G requirements, their importance, the resources offered by the school to complete them, and the freshmen completed their 4-year plan afterwards.
After completing our action, we felt like we informed the freshman class properly. However, we think informing all grade levels might also be more effective considering the fact that they will graduate soon and need to stay on track to complete the A through G requirements, in order to apply to UCs and CSUs. If we had more time, we would also try to create a system where the counselors could check up with students who are not on track of completing the A through G requirements in order to prevent them from reaching senior year without enough time to fulfill the requirements.